Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a story time video. So I figured since we're all trapped inside the house during the coronavirus and everything that's going on, I'm like, why not do a YouTube video on the time that I got suspended for absolutely no reason. So let's get into it.
Act like you forgot. I called a shot. Like blah, blah, blah. Pay me what you want.
I know many of you guys may be like, why were you suspended for no reason? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Well, you're about to find out why right now. So basically, I was in 8th grade and I was in middle school, I think I was like 13 at the time. And just to give you some back information, at the time I was in homeroom, and that's basically the class that you go to in the morning and at the end of the school day. You're only in this class for maybe 5-10 minutes. In the morning you go there and they do attendance, and then the bell rings and you go to class. At the end of the day you go to homeroom and you just wait there, the bell rings, and then you're able to go home. So on this specific situation, it was the homeroom that happened at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, a bunch of 13-year-olds, they're ready to go home. So everybody was talking with their friends. The class was loud, and there was probably about 25 to 30 people in my class. So you can already imagine how loud the room would have been. Also, my school bus that I was on, it was one of the most crowded school buses I've ever been on. We literally had to sit 3 people per seat because there were so many people taking the bus, and the school didn't want to pay for another bus. So we had 3 people per seat, and you weren't able to stand up in the middle while the bus was moving. So I always tried to be one of the first people to leave the homeroom. So I would sit by the front door when the bell rang to be dismissed. And just to let you guys know, this is where I was sitting, by the front door, and the teacher's desk was on this side of the room by the windows. So I was sitting at the seat by the door and I was talking to somebody, and then all of a sudden the teacher came out the cut and she was like, "Come with me." I'm like, "Come with you where?" I'm so confused. The bell's about to ring and I need to get on the bus so I can get home and get a seat on the bus. But she took me into the hallway. I'm asking her, what did I do? Why am I with you in the hallway when the bell's about to ring? And she says to me, "You know what you did." Girl, I don't know what I did. Can you tell me what I did? I'm so confused. She continued to not tell me what I did. She just kept walking. She was storming all fast towards the principal's office. And I'm just following her along. And then while I'm in the hallway, I hear the bell ring. Already thinking I'm about to be late. I'm not gonna get a seat on the bus, so I'm already kind of upset. And she takes me straight into the vice principal's office. And everybody at my school hated the vice principal because she was just super annoying, and she was really rude, and she always yelled and all that. So she brought me in there and she's like, "Do you know what Ariana did?" And then she says, "Ariana, tell her what you did." And I just look at them like, what did I do? Because I still don't even know what you're talking about. You're not making any sense. And the teacher says, "I'll just tell her." This is what she said. She was like, "Ariana was talking in an Asian accent. I heard her doing it." And mind you, like I said, she was sitting on the completely opposite side of the room and everybody was talking. The class was loud. So for one, she wouldn't even have been able to hear what I said. So her story was clearly made up. And second of all, what she said I did not do. So she clearly had something against me. Once she told the vice principal, she tried to get me to admit doing that, but I didn't do it, so I'm not gonna admit to doing it. And then they took me to the principal's office, and it was all 3 of them, the principal, the vice principal, and the teacher, and then me, a little 13-year-old. They tell the principal what happened, and he says we need to call her parents. It was like 2 o'clock when all of this was going down. Actually, it might have been a little bit later because they had to tell the story. So maybe let's just say it was 2:30. And my parents don't get out of work until 5 o'clock. So they're saying you need to call your parents and tell them what you did. I'm like, I didn't do it. I keep telling them I didn't do it. And they just assume I'm lying because the teacher had been working there for a few years. And then I'm just like a 13-year-old. It's like our word against each other, but they obviously are going to believe the teacher over me. So they call my parents and they say that I can't leave the school until they pick me up. Meanwhile, all the buses left, so I wouldn't have been able to get home anyway. I had to wait at the school for so long for my parents to come. My parents finally came, and it was so late at this point because my parents don't work down the street to the school. They work in the city, so they had to drive through traffic all the way until they got to the school, and they couldn't just like pick up their things and leave work. So it took a while for them to get there, and I'm just sitting in the hallway staring at the wall for all this time. Like, they wouldn't let me use my phone, and I just had to sit there like, and nobody would believe me. So I was super annoyed. Once my parents finally got to the school, they believed me like from the jump because they knew I wouldn't do that. And they argued with all three of the people, the teacher, the vice principal, and the principal. They argued with them, and the principal was like, Ariana, she's gonna be suspended for this for 3 days. She's not gonna be able to go to graduation. She's not gonna be able to go to Canopy Lake, which is just like an amusement park where we live, where all the 8th graders go on a field trip at the end of the school year to there. And she's also not gonna be able to do the 8th grade, I forgot what it's called, but it was kind of like a mini carnival, I guess. I don't know, but they had it at the school, and it's only for 8th graders. So he said I couldn't go to any of those 3 things. So I was super upset. Like, 8th grade graduation, everybody wants to go to graduation. So I was upset, and my parents, like I said, they were arguing, and they got the principal to let me go to the graduation, but I wasn't able to go to the Canopy or the 8th grade like carnival thing either. And the principal did like an investigation, and they asked everybody in my homeroom if they heard me talk his accent, which I didn't do. Everybody said no, of course, because I didn't do it. So it was just the teacher against me, but they still believed the teacher. So I don't know why she would want to like lie and say that I was, but I'm guessing because I got in trouble a lot in middle school, so maybe she had something against me. But she really like read this out. Like, she really wanted me to be suspended, and she wasn't turning back to say she lied. Like, she really stuck with it once she said that I did that. Because of her, I got suspended for 3 days, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. Since then, I really thought about it. Why would she want to lie and say that I did that when I didn't? I can't put together why she would do that. So if you guys have any ideas, please put it in the comments why you think she lied and said that I did that when I didn't. She really just wanted to ruin my year, and the year was almost over on top of that. So who knows? But yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video for more.